Everybody is scared of something, and for most of us, that something is failure. We stay stuck, afraid to even try, but staying safe doesn't get you anywhere. You have to be willing to take a risk, to jump. You might fall, you might get bruised, but you'll learn something on the way down. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Think about a baby learning to walk. It keeps getting up. Start seeing failure as a teacher. It shows you what doesn't work so you can find what does. The only real failure is never starting. Learn, grow, and keep moving. That's how you win. My first big business venture? A carpet cleaning business. I thought I had it all figured out. Got the van, the equipment, the flyers. I was ready to be a millionaire. My first job was for a lady in my neighborhood. I showed up confident, rolled out my machine, and got to work. But I didn't really know how to use the machine. Reading the manual and doing the job were two different things. I mixed the chemicals wrong, used too much water, and turned her carpet into a soggy, soapy mess. She was furious. She didn't pay me, and she told all her friends. My phone stopped ringing. My flyers went in the trash. My dream died on that soggy floor. I felt like a fool, embarrassed, broke, and ready to quit. For a while, I let that failure beat me up. I thought about giving up, going back to a regular job. It would have been easier, safer. But then a little voice inside me said, "So you messed up. What did you learn?" That's when things started to change. I realized failure wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a new chapter. Every mistake was a lesson. I could either quit or get better. I chose to get better. That flop taught me more than any success ever could. It forced me to face my weaknesses. It made me hungry to improve. Sometimes, your biggest flop is your best teacher. Don't run from it. Learn from it. That's how you turn failure into fuel. The story wasn't over. It was just getting started. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Remember that. After feeling sorry for myself, I had to get real. The failure was a fact, but what I did next was up to me. I asked myself, why did I fail? The answer? Arrogance. I thought I knew everything, but I knew nothing. The first lesson was humility. I had to admit I needed help. So I found a veteran in the carpet cleaning business and asked him to teach me. I worked for free, eager to learn. I learned about chemicals, machines, customers, the business from the ground up. The second lesson was preparation. My first time, I winged it. This time, I practiced, studied, and made checklists. Success isn't about luck. It's about being ready when opportunity comes. Preparation builds confidence. The final lesson was reputation. That first failed job taught me your name is everything. This time, I focused on excellent work, every single time. I built trust, called customers after jobs, and let my work speak for itself. Word spread, this time for the right reasons. My reputation became my best advertisement. Humility, preparation, and reputation. Those were the real keys. Failure forced me to learn them. If you want to rise, you have to be willing to learn from your falls. That's how you build something that lasts. Don't just get up smarter. With those lessons, I was a different man, humble, prepared, and dedicated to quality. I gave the business another shot. It was scary, but this time, I was powered by experience, not ego. My failures became my roadmap to success. I started small, but the difference was night and day. The carpets looked amazing. Customers were thrilled and word spread fast. Soon I had more work than I could handle. I hired help, expanded, and built a real business. Looking back, I'm grateful for that first failure. If I'd succeeded right away, I'd have stayed arrogant and unprepared. That early flop was a blessing. It forced me to build a solid foundation. The comeback was stronger because it was built on wisdom. This is true for anything in life. Business, relationships, anything. You will have setbacks. You will mess up. The question isn't if you'll fail, but how you'll respond. Do you let it crush you, or do you let it teach you? The comeback is always stronger than the setback, because the comeback is built on lessons learned. Embrace your setbacks. They're the foundation of your future success. That's how you win the long game. Every time you fail, you get a scar, most of them on the inside. We try to hide these scars, thinking they make us weak. But your scars are proof you fought, survived, and learned. They're not signs of weakness, they're your superpowers. Who do you trust more? Someone with a perfect record, or someone who's been through the fire and come out stronger? Scars mean experience. They mean wisdom you can't get from a book. They give you empathy, resilience, and confidence. When you embrace your failures, you stop fearing the future. You know you can handle whatever comes because you've handled worse. Don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a tough one. Don't ask to be protected from failure, ask for the wisdom to learn from it. Your journey is yours. Your mistakes are your teachers. Your scars are your superpowers. Be brave. Be willing to fall. Be willing to learn. Every time you get back up, you're closer to who you're meant to be. The success waiting for you is bigger than you can imagine. Now go get it.